It began a long time ago, and everything to this point has been sort of a bit of a natural progression of different careers in different areas of the art business. But this particular gallery began 8 years ago, in fact 9 years ago, when I set it up local to where I live in order to make life convenient for me. And it's sort of grown and morphed into the business that it is now. So nearly 10 years. Before I even found the galleries, I did a sort of weekend thing in my house. And I think that was actually the thing that really triggered the confidence, was that I started to work with a family called the Bicat family. And they were the children of Andre Bicat, who was a big printmaker. And Bicat's entire estate was with this family, and there were some absolutely amazing prints, ranging from the 50s through to the 70s, 80s. And they really sweetly trusted me with all of this body of work. And I put it all around my house, and I invited all my friends, and I did some promotions, and I kind of contacted some kind of people I knew, and it did really well instantly. And I thought, I can do this. So that was a kind of little stepping stone, a mini stepping stone in my terrace house that I had. So I think that I, at that stage, didn't anticipate where I would go with it. In some ways, I don't know, I was thinking about this the other day. I kind of knew that I could do it and do it really properly, but I didn't know that it would get the sort of response that it's got. So I think I would give myself a little bit more kind of, you can do this, kind of a bit more confidence, because actually at the time I thought, let's see where it can go. But I can't think that sense of self-belief has really kind of grown. And also I think that the concept of setting up a business that I had before I set my own business up was that it's for other people and everybody else can do it and they can do it really well. And then when you actually set up a business, you realize actually that it's really quite straightforward to run your own business. And if you apply your own principles, in fact, maybe you're the one that's doing it well and everybody else is, you know, there are some variations. So that's been a really fascinating thing for me. And I kind of apply that that now to loads of different businesses that I look at. I suddenly feel like I've got a kind of much more acumen about these things than I ever would have thought. So it doesn't feel like work. It feels like it's just what I do all the time, and I definitely have a kind of point, maybe come a certain time of the day when I just switch off and I just have to go, I'm not going to connect with work anymore. It's not for very long, but I do have that. But no, I'm one of those people that gets slightly lost. Well, I'm not, you know, there's things I love doing, but when I'm at home and I haven't got my work around me, then it feels a bit, it's just, yeah, work is just what I do. And it's been what I do for years, but now that it's my own project, it's kind of even more so. So, but I genuinely, I love what I do, and there's so much variety to it. Even sitting here and doing this today, tomorrow I'm going to see an amazing artist studio, which will be really exciting. And then I'm doing auctions this week, doing advisory roles. So this week is a really good demonstration of lots of the different aspects of the job. I've got one painting that I'm very sentimental about, and that is a painting by an artist, a woman artist called Mary Adshead. And she was married to another artist called Stephen Bone. And I bought that painting, must be 15, 18 years ago, with my lovely dad. And we used to buy, when I was in the auction world, he used to buy the odd picture on my advice. And he loved this sort of world. He was a solicitor, but he loved this sort of world because it was completely alien to him. My family background was nothing to do with the arts. So my dad used to come in, he had a really good eye, and we used to kind of look at pictures, and we used to buy the odd picture, nothing, we never bought anything over £800, that was our rule. And one of the paintings we bought was this Mary Adshead, which was of Trafalgar Square, no, Hyde Park Corner, sorry, and it's got kind of lovely period cars, and it's got a painted frame to it, and it's the most lovely, naive sort of informal painting. And we bought it in half shares, so we both paid £250 for it. So that's £500 total. And he had it first, and they had it in their house, my parents. And then when he died about 4 years ago, it was the first painting. I was just like, this is mine, I'm having it back. And so I have it now sitting in our sitting room where we kind of hang out. And it's like, that's my dad's, it's ours. So it's a really sentimental.